Hi, everyone, and welcome to Behind the Body. I'm your host, Andrea.
Hi, Anna.
We're so happy, as always, that you're here with us today. We're super excited about our topic. Summer is coming. Although in San Diego, it hardly feels like it because it is so cold. I think record low temperatures, but somewhere in the world, summer is happening and we're excited, right? And what inspires us when summer comes? It's to be outdoors at the beach, traveling on vacation, having rosé somewhere, watching sunset, being in our bikinis, right? And what do we want most in order to feel our best is to have a summer ready body, right?
I agree. Sometimes it's so hard. We come from the winter principle now here that the winter decide to stay for a little longer than usually. So we cover up the body, we put the jacket, and when we realize it's hot outside and we try to put the bikini on and we don't feel comfortable, that is a hard feeling.
Yeah.
I have been there, and I can tell you, if you feel like it's hard to go to the gym or, clean up your diet, remember to look at the mirror and don't recognize yourself is one of the hardest things ever.
Yeah. And I think we all experience it. To be honest with you, I don't even think you have to be toned and fit and healthy to get in a bikini and not feel bad about yourself. I mean, I think you and I even experience that as much as we work out and eat healthy, getting into a bathing suit or getting into summer clothes, right? Not even a bathing suit, but getting into the shorts and the tank top. With your pale skin, well, you're lucky from Brazil. You don't have this problem, but with your pale skin and you're a little bit doughy or fluffy, I mean, it's hard to see yourself like that, right? So the more you can do to be proactive, the better. I'm sure a lot of you guys are wanting to feel summer bikini body ready, or at least just start to feel better. And so Anna and I are here to give you a few tips, right? In terms of priority, what we think you can start doing now in order to look and feel your best. Because ultimately that's the goal, right?
Yeah, and definitely it can be a little bit overwhelming if you look right now and you see yourself and you feel like, oh my God, I should lose like 10, 15 pounds, and how, what I can do, how I'm gonna do it. And it's why we are bringing today this episode talking about this, the 5 things that if you start doing right now, you're not only gonna be ready for summer, but you're finally gonna live the health lifestyle that you're looking for. Because I see a lot of people going, getting like health bread, health milk, health this. They want to live the health lifestyle, but it's the basic things that is make your lifestyle health. It's not necessarily the what you see on the TV and
all
what
the tips
people
and
sell.
tricks and non-fat and all the pills. And it's crazy how the industry complicates weight loss so much because it's a multi-billion-dollar industry, right?
Yeah.
So they want to give you all the quick fixes, all the tips and tricks that literally don't exist.
Yeah.
Weight loss is so simple. It's a simple concept. That doesn't mean it's easy to do.
No.
But the concepts, the steps to lose body fat and to get the physique that you actually want are very simple, right?
And it's, I can promise you, it's when you start to do it, becomes something normal, natural. You need it. You start, oh my gosh, I need more water, or oh, I didn't work out today. I feel, I don't feel myself, or I couldn't eat. Like, for example, I cannot have 1, 2, 3 cheat meal. Let's say that, like a food like with a lot of sodium, fat, and carbs in a day. I feel sick.
Me too.
I know I have people live with this lifestyle, but as soon you start to have a health habit, your body say like, no. And that is a good point.
Exactly. Well, it's the habits you build and your body wants more of that good stuff. So let's dive into it. And I think it's safe to say that you guys aren't going to be super surprised at the top 5 things that we've come up with. But I think it's important to hear, just from our perspective, why? What does it matter? And these are 5 things that we incorporate religiously into our routine in order to feel and look our best.
Yeah, and again, when we talking here, we're talking to all kind of people who is already in a fitness but feels like, oh my God, it's hard to back to, you know, to the path that I was before I took a break, before I had a baby, before this, before that. And for people also who is starting right now, you know, it's simple and we feel sometimes like, oh my God, that is as simple for us, but if you do the basic good, you got this.
Yeah, exactly. And so the first one, no surprise, is food, right? Like what are the foods we should be avoiding and what are the foods we want to be incorporating more into our day?
Yeah, it is so important when we food people who say that food is 80%. We are talking about this. For me, food
80% of like of your success, right?
And for me it's 100%. We are what we eat, for sure. And have food that we should have and have food that we should avoid. Principle when we don't have control about that kind of food. For example, for me, if I'm gonna start to have a chocolate, I'm gonna eat the entire bar. So when I go for the chocolate, go for the chocolate.
Yeah.
I know that I'm gonna eat everything. And that's okay because I don't do this often, right? But in principle, when we are talking about, okay, I wanna lose weight, what I should do? I think you should cut for a little while foods that you cannot have control.
Yeah.
And alcohol. I see a lot of, but it's a glass of wine every day. Plus,
it's good for me. It's good for my heart. Well, it's maybe good for your heart, but it's not good for that fat that's hanging around your stomach that you can't get rid of. I know from experience.
Yeah. Principle for who has every day is not only one glass.
Yeah.
And the weekend is 2 bottles. Plus, the little appetize and the fat and everything together. And also how you feel after you have alcohol in your system. The other day you wake up feeling a little bit lazy. Even if you don't have the hangover, trust me, it's different.
Yeah.
So I think avoid the food and alcohol when you are not having control of.
Yeah.
Can be all kind of food, bread, sugar, alcohol, cookies, candies. You also have to understand that you're gonna eat. You just need to give a break for your body because all the inflammation. If you are eating a lot, you are giving more to your body than your body can take. So it's why the inflammation happens.
Yeah.
So to take a break, to cut off this habit because at the end of the day they became a habit. Before you have the chocolate because a little bit chocolate after my lunch, and then became a habit. If you don't have chocolate at home, you feel like you can have a headache, you can be mood just because this is a habit. Once you cut off, at least for 21 days, you're not gonna have this habit anymore, and you are gonna build in a new habit. And that is a good time for your body getting, away from all the inflammation and you start to see results.
Yeah.
Because it's when you can do anything, because when you see results, when you see not only the scale going down, but you look to the mirror and you say like, oh my God, that clothes fit better. Oh, my arms look better.
Right.
And my face look better.
Or I just feel better. I think we're maybe so used to not feeling well or feeling a certain way that's not our best.
For sure.
You cut out some of the shit that you're consuming, cut out alcohol.
Yeah.
For the most part, like you start to feel better.
I agree.
Like
your body function better. Yeah. You sleep better. You do everything better. So I think it's the first, if you cut off the bad things that you haven't often and that you have no control of, it's going to help a lot.
And I think it's a matter of like, I think a lot of people think like, oh, I don't eat that bad or I don't eat that often. But I think if you really start to take inventory of what you put in your mouth, every time you put something in your mouth, you'd see that you probably have some habits that are not so healthy. And I know for me, for example, I talk a lot about my addiction to tortilla chips, which is kind of funny, but I know that if I am really hungry and I need to make myself lunch or make myself dinner and I have tortilla chips in our cabinet, I will pull them and eat them and not count how many I'm eating. Before you know it, it's probably hundreds of calories I'm adding onto my diet. That's one example. A second example is I like a hard candy like Skittles or like sweet tarts or something like that. Especially when I'm on prep, my body craves sugar. So I buy them, right? There's the first problem. I buy them knowing like, I'll just have a couple. At least that's what I tell myself. And then I keep them in the drawer. And then all the time I'm going to pick a couple. And finally I had to tell my husband, like, please hide them. I can't hide them from me. Actually, I told him the other day, I told him to literally before I come downstairs and you leave for work, to pour them upside down into the trash can because that's my addiction.
I feel they learn our name and he scream like, Jay, come here. Get one. Only one. It's how I feel. And another piece. Another one.
I know.
2 more.
Yeah.
Oh, you only...
Just one more. You almost ate the whole thing.
Yeah,
you just
so finish. Never again you're going to do it in another day.
Yeah. We're all guilty of it. But I think it's like, identifying where the problem lies. We all have them, but if you can understand, like, this is my weakness, it's not safe to have it around, don't buy it. Do yourself a service and don't buy that food.
And when you feel like, okay, I have been doing very well for, a few weeks, go outside and have it.
Yeah.
It's what I do. I want to have some cake. I don't make the cake anymore.
Yeah, it's not all or nothing, right?
Yeah.
Like that's not a sustainable way of living, right? It's not all or nothing.
We just need to be smart because we can go wrong and try to have a reason for that. And the right is, if you want something, you need to work.
Yeah.
So about food and now about the food that we should have.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
So, I think that we talk a lot about needing a protein, right? And I may have said it before in a previous episode, but I think the study shows that like 97% of Americans are getting enough protein for their body. But the reason we want to eat a lot of lean protein is not just necessarily for muscle gains, right? For those who are actively trying to build muscle in the gym, but it's because it helps us be satiated. It helps us keep us full. It's harder to digest, so it uses more energy, burning more calories to digest. It's the least of the macros between, protein, carbs, and fats to turn into fat. I think I don't know the number, but I forget the number, so I won't even quote it, but where fat is most likely to convert into fat if you're over consuming calories, protein's the least amount, the least one. So there's so much value to eating protein that's going to help set you up for success. Lean protein.
And you are so right to talking about the point to be full. What I see, it's people, okay, I want to lose weight, so I'm going to starve myself. And the first opportunity, they're gonna overeating 2,000-3,000 calories because you're gonna be starving, and we just lose. We don't control that.
Right.
It's stronger. Is your body feels like you're dying, so you're gonna eat. You're not gonna think. So the best, it's to be full the whole day.
Yeah.
Have your protein, and we have the bodybuilding background, so that for me it's amazing. Principle, our gains are based on food, but I can say that you should have protein in whole meals.
Yes.
At least the first 3 big meals: breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah.
And if you're like are active person and you feel hungry because you burn a lot of calorie on your work plus your workout in stuff that you do during your day, make sure that you're gonna have at least 5 meals with protein.
Yeah.
Because if you don't hungry, you're gonna say no for the donuts and the pizza. But if you are like, okay, I'm not eating, when you sit down, you're gonna eat
100% because your brain functions to want to feed you, wants to be satisfied. And if you see a donut and you're hungry, you're not full, you're not satisfied, then you might reach for that.
And it's when you start to doubt about yourself and you feel like, okay, I cannot do it, that it's too hard for me.
Yes.
That's for her because she likes that kind of food. I don't. well,
We all like donuts.
oh yeah,
I'd rather have a donut
my
than
gosh.
whatever. Than tofu,
To live a day
Yeah.
only eating donuts. But
Yeah.
the choice, no. It's not what gonna make you have energy. You're gonna be, hungry 30 minutes after you have only carbs.
Yes.
You're gonna have like the high energy and then boom.
Exactly.
Because they go fast. You're gonna be hungry.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the protein for sure. I think you should have, all your meals with a little bit.
There's so many ways to get good protein too, besides your typical, if you eat meat or fish, like your fish or your chicken breast or turkey or, there's so many other ways. Like you guys, there's cottage cheese, there's protein, really good protein bars or shakes, there's Greek yogurt. There's a lot of different ways to get yogurt, to get protein in that are good, that you can make good.
You can come from the recipes, omelette, whatever, and boil your egg.
Yeah.
And, it's going to depend how going to work better for your lifestyle.
Exactly.
But the end of the day is, if you want results, you better work.
Yeah.
Don't cry. Don't put it like,
I can't do it. It's too hard.
Whatever.
Yeah.
No, make that work.
Right.
So we start having more protein to feel full. And that way you can say like, no, thank you. I prefer to have my abs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, thank you. I'm challenging myself.
Yeah.
I want to get my best body this summer. So no, thank you. Or actually, you don't need to give anybody an explanation. No, thank you. I'm okay.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, most people don't care what you're eating. I went to a baby shower yesterday and I knew they were going to have a taco truck and, like a taco setup. And I don't eat meat, of course, but I'm also on a specific diet. But I brought my own food. I brought my own protein and some potatoes I air fried and I ate that. And not one person even thought twice,
No.
Whereas my sister who was there doesn't eat meat either. And so she ended up eating a plate of beans and rice. That's what she ate for dinner. And it's just being prepared, prioritizing. That's what it really comes down to is like I have some goals I want to meet. I knew they wouldn't have protein that are not meat. And so I brought my own.
Yeah.
And I had a very satisfying, healthy dinner.
And inside you feel that you cannot do it, you feel like
I'm empowered. I was like, of course I can do it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And it's about it.
Yeah.
It's why you have results.
It's not easy, but it's
All
worth
right.
it.
So let's go for the second one.
The second food we should incorporate or that we should be thinking about is fiber. And fiber is so important. Whereas 97% of the American population gets enough protein, only 3% of the American population gets enough fiber in their daily intake. And that for, I think, women, the minimum fiber intake is 25 grams a day. And we definitely don't get enough. Now, if you're plant-based, maybe you're getting enough fiber. Maybe you're getting too much fiber because that's also a thing,
that is
right?
important too.
Yeah, but it's so incredibly important for your gut health and for your body to function and digest your food in the most efficient way possible. It's so critical, right?
Yeah.
And I think that there's soluble fiber, insoluble fiber, both you want. One thing I want to caution though, because I think that if you're looking, at different ways to lose weight or eat less calories, there are so many low carb things on the market, like low carb bread, low carb tortillas, wraps, low carb bars, that is like, I won't speak for all of them, but a lot of those are manufactured fiber. They're not natural fiber. So I would consider like how your body responds to them, because if you're feeling like an upset stomach after eating something that's high fiber, in a processed food, I would consider whether or not you want to continue eating that fiber.
And also when you see low carb, if it's low carb, it's high something.
Exactly.
Because, you take out something, you put something to replace.
Exactly.
And it's like the processed food. You're going to tell me that a processed food is going to be better than real food? Never.
Never.
Any kind. Because our body was made for that. Mm-hmm. So fibers are important because also going to make you feel full. It's going to make your body works better.
Yeah.
And you can, because it's so funny, you can have oatmeal, you can have chia, you can have psyllium. a lot of things. You need to understand what is fibers, right? Because sometimes I'm like, oh, do I have? I don't. We have a Google now. Even if you don't have someone who gonna make your diet, go there. Look at what
Google
they
high
food.
fiber foods.
Yeah. And just we have a special guest today. We need to say they are excited.
I don't think they could see her on camera, but my dog is literally batshit crazy. She was just sleeping here and then got up and like tried to attack nobody. So anyway.
Anyways, so you know why I'm telling you that? Because if you're gonna hear to take longer talking about fiber and say eat it, food that you can find is not gonna be productive. Just have in your mind, okay, I need to incorporate fiber in my day, in my meal plan. So what I have as an option, oh, I like this, I don't like that. Oh, I like this a lot. So I didn't know that it was good. Like oatmeal. Oh my God, my cream of oatmeal is delicious.
Yeah, it's so good.
And again, not too much, not too less, enough.
Yeah.
Too much, your body not gonna process and you're gonna feel bloating. So you need to, in principle, if you're not eating like meat, it's so easy to go and replace. It's why Andre's here to help you if you don't eat meat.
Definitely. Well, I know for myself, I know that if I have actually I have 2 points. First of all, if you're eating a lot of processed foods, you're likely not getting you're in the dietary recommended daily fiber, intake. You're probably just not. And I think that if you increase your diet, your fiber intake to 25 grams minimum per day, and you're not accustomed to that, it'll take your body a few days to digest, maybe even a week, because all the, all your gut flora is like trying to figure it out and trying to work it out and, figure out how to best use it. And after a week, you're going to feel so much better. Your bowel movements are going to be better. You're going to feel less bloated. Like you'll wake up feeling like, your stomach is, not bloated, like it's flat. That's good skinny feeling that we sometimes wake up with. So that's one thing. The second thing, if you are plant-based or you do get a lot of fiber, so you're like, I'm fine. Another issue could be getting too much fiber, because I know myself, like if I go too far over 30 grams of fiber a day, I have gut issues. It's just me. And I couldn't figure it out for a long time. And I was like, because I thought, fiber is good. Give me all the fiber, but for me, it's not, and everybody probably has their different range.
For me also.
Yeah.
I think most of people, it's just hard to digest it and to broke. And sometimes you just like feel a muffin pregnant.
Yes.
Because
terrible.
Yeah.
Who wants to work so hard to look good and do all these things and then feel pregnant, looking because of that.
So definitely fiber is so important. But again, if you are starting right now, you don't have any professional help, what you can do after watching us is getting this and look like what kind of protein you like. What kind of lean protein you like, actually, because you cannot have like steak or salmon out the meals because they have a different amount of fat. But that is an other step for the basic. Pick the ones that you like more, so they're gonna make you kind of excited about your meal, and have it.
Totally.
And you're gonna see the difference. So which one is the next one?
The next one is so good, sleep. So the third most, and I think this might come to a surprise to some, but the third most important factor to consider if you want to get into your best shape, if you want to get your summer body, is to get adequate quality sleep each night, between 7 and 8 hours. And I feel like this one goes often overlooked. And I think that, if we're not out partying, at the bars or staying out late, maybe we're home binging Netflix, late on the weekends or during the week or whatever. And you wake up early the next morning. And while you may feel okay, to me, I feel like I have the similar symptoms to being hungover, like a tired feeling the next day and a little bit groggy, probably irritable, But for me, when I feel like that, then my inhibitions go down, like I'm less likely to be compliant on my diet. I'm more likely to just pull for things that are going to give me instant gratification, which are normally good things, not good for me.
And that has a reason for that. If you don't sleep well, your hormones is going to be unbalanced. Your cortisol is going to be high.
Yeah.
And not only that, you have, I think most of the people, of course, everyone has a different routine. We have people here who work nighttime.
Right.
And, is not much that we can do about it. You're going to need to fix your sleep time in another time of your day. It is what it is. But our body was made it when the day start to go down, you need to prepare yourself because the day is ending. And why? Because you start to produce melatonin when the
sun
light
goes down.
Yeah, the light is over, and you have a window for that. Because I see people like complain about, oh, but I 10 p.m., 11 p.m., I'm so awake. That is wrong. That is gonna make you have a short night and a short time of sleep, even if you sleep in too late. We have a good window to sleep and get the the hormone of the growth.
The growth
AGA.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, but
yeah, well, we get the hormones during the nighttime, so it's better to us be sleeping at this time. And it's why the good night of sleep never gonna be replaced. That is the truth.
Yeah.
Because to lose weight, our hormones need to be balanced. So don't tell them like, oh, but I just need 4 hours of sleep. Try it.
You just need 4 hours for sleep for what? Like to be your best or to just function, right?
You're gonna wake up feeling more energized. Yeah. You're gonna wake up feeling better. Your metabolism also gonna work better because your hormones gonna be balanced.
Your cortisol will be low.
Exactly. So you're gonna function better.
Yeah.
So yeah, sleep is so important.
Yeah.
Because you need to have everything right. So your body gonna function better. You're gonna burn more calorie. So everything come kind together.
Yeah. I think about it. Like if I know, because I see you train me first thing on Monday morning. So I know Sunday night, the decisions I make on Sunday night impact my workout the next day. I lived it, right? There have been mornings when I come in and I'm like, most days I'm ready to go, ready to hit the ground running, ready to lift as much weight as I can. And you've seen me on occasions where I'm like, I had 2 glasses of wine last night and I didn't go to bed till late because we had a dinner party. And, just please don't kill me today because I'm suffering.
I can tell by to look at you.
Yeah.
Right. And yeah.
And that's, it's a waste, right?
Yeah. Sometimes you're going to do it.
Of course.
But if you are looking for results, again, you need to do something that you never get done before. So be consistent is the thing that you need to have in your mind. So everything that for example, you are prepping for a show, that to be consistent right now, it's what is going to bring you to your better shape ever. Keep working in all the details. It's the same if you want to lose weight. Oh, but I'm doing my diet right, but look to the rest.
Yes. Look to the rest. So huge.
Sometimes you are getting the 30% of results of your diet going to give to you, but the rest, the 100% that you want to have, the real results, the big transformation to wear a crop top or whatever you have in your mind, you just going to have when you change your attitude, when you change your habit. That is the truth.
That's why they say, a lot for anything and any success in life is not just a boom and it happens. It's made up of a lot of little tiny steps along the way, right? And sleep is one of those things that can just be overlooked, but that has a really important role in your fat loss goal.
And I recommend you have, a ritual night time. It's the way that I learning how to sleep early.
Yeah.
I was a night person. I, back to the days that I was athlete, the time that I had to go to the gym was 10:30 p.m. And again, I couldn't do nothing about it. So I need to live with the fact that my cortisol was always high. But that is the condition that I had.
Right.
So I work everything around to make a little bit better. But it's the way that I had, and okay. But as soon I, change my lifestyle, and I start like 8 p.m. I'm already like, shower, skincare ready. I'm trying not going out nighttime. I'm trying to stay at home. I try to eat my last meal around 9 p.m., 8:30. So I have at least 30 minutes of digestion because again, when you go to the bed with your, if your belly full, your body gonna need to make the digestion. And that is the time when you are sleeping, it's the time that your body is clean up everything, restarting everything for the next day.
Right.
So watch out the lights on your house. I turn everything off. Even the cell phone, I start to not be on my cell phone after, 8:30 if I wanna go to the bed around 9:30. And you think like this chance is not related with lose weight, but I can tell it is.
Yes.
Because you're gonna function better the next day. So that is, a little advice about if
I
you
love
wanna.
it. The nighttime ritual. It's perfect. I do
Yeah.
the same thing. Shut down the lights, shut off my phone, and have some tea. And that's when I know, like, priming my body ready to go to bed.
Great.
So, yeah. Okay. So the next one is water.
Oh my gosh.
I bet most people don't drink enough water. The recommended roughly daily amount you should be drinking is about half of your weight in ounces. So if I weigh 140 pounds, the minimum I should be drinking is 70 ounces a day.
And it's so important, the water, because how do you think we're gonna, and let's say distributing the nutrients for our body? We need the water.
Mm-hmm.
We need the water for the fiber works on our body.
Exactly.
We need thinking about we brush our teeth, wash our hands. We need to clean up our organs as well.
Yes.
And don't let, if you feel like sometimes you are holding a lot of water, for sure you are not drinking water enough.
Well, and I don't even think people probably know, because I didn't, what holding water is like. I think if you feel puffy, if you feel bloated, those feelings like you just feel like, ugh,
If your ankle is like is solid,
like a
swollen,
yeah.
you are holding water. If you put
if you can't take your rings off, like if they're too tight, like
if you put a clothes and they have like marks on your body when you take off, you're holding water. And your face normally getting a little bit more round, you're holding water. And probably you are having a lot of sodium and not water enough. Mm-hmm. And that is a bomb for your body. So yes, water, our body is made of water. So we need to drink water.
I think most people would also probably think like, oh, if I'm holding water, I don't need more water. But it doesn't work that way. It actually works opposite. The more water your body is holding on to, the more you need to flush your system. And you do that with water. So if you ate at the proper fiber, if you cut out a lot of your alcohol and processed foods, if you ate a good amount of fiber, if you got 7 and 8 hours of sleep and drank, the minimum requirement of water recommended, you would wake up feeling like a different human being. I can promise you that. Like it's just, it's life changing. May not happen in 1 day or 2 days, but like within a week, you do those things and you're feeling like a new person.
And I think that is when we can link in about to enjoy the process that we talked in the last episode, that we talking about, enjoy the process. Yeah. So when you feel better, when your body is function better, you will start to enjoy more life.
Totally.
When I sleep better, wake up much more,
energetic and happy.
Happy. I want to live the best day of my life. When I sleep bad, I want to like, oh my gosh.
Kill everybody.
Good morning.
Starting with your husband.
Yeah.
He's the first one to get the.
For sure. And good morning for who? For who? For you? Not for me. It's the same with water.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you think you're hungry. No, you need water. Drink water first. And every time that you feel hungry, have a full glass of water,
Yeah.
and tell me later how you feel. Most of the time, you are dusty.
Thirsty?
Thirsty? Is she? You know, she's my English teacher as well.
And what I do, I mean, a lot of people, a lot of people I think have a hard time like getting water down, like I don't like water. I just like can't drink it all day. The first thing I do before I even step out of bed is I have a big thing of water, 32 ounces. Sometimes I pound the whole thing, not always, but today I got like 3/4 of the way because your body is like fasting for 8 hours, hopefully for 7 to 8 hours. Not without water. Your
Yeah.
body is thirsty. And so while you may not think like, I want to drink it, you start drinking water and your body will tell you like more, more, more. And then you just chug it. So already before I get out of bed, I'm like, 24 ounces of water already done for the day.
And we wake up dehydrated. Doesn't matter how
100%.
how much water we had the day before. And also the headache that you have, probably because you need water.
You're dehydrated.
Yeah, and you don't know. You have like, again, what I can say, guys, that when we have the health lifestyle, we are not only lose weight or look good, we're gonna feel much better. So it's the beginning for a huge change in your life that can sound basic and you can tell me, I do. You don't.
Yeah.
Measure. Tell me. Write down how many cups water you drink a day. And then you're gonna see it's not enough. You know? And if it's not enough, it's a good step to take. For
100%.
sure.
An easy step to take, Also, just one lesson on the water. If you really despise water, you really hate it, there are like, drops and different water flavorings that you can use in your water. Now, not that I'm condoning putting like some fake shit into your water, but listen, if it's the only way you can get your water down, I would advocate that over just not drinking water in general.
For sure. And I think the most important is make work.
Yeah.
Make that works.
Yeah.
The way that you have, science, of course, is not like getting you away of your goal, but all the ways that you have to get there, if it's healthy, go for it.
Exactly.
Go for, try it. And again, don't look for the skills. Look for the ways.
Yes.
Okay, do you have a problem? Get a way to fix it, or forget about it and do other things instead. Results only gonna come when you take work. It's basic. Don't think you need a personal trainer, a dietist, a gym, a this, a that, a new prep company. No. The basic.
Exactly.
Start from the basic, and I promise you, you're gonna get the results.
There's no way you can't. Yeah.
What the next one?
The next one is cardio or increasing your activity level.
Yeah.
Right. And we understand, like, maybe not everybody's going to get out and go, run on a treadmill or do a Stairmaster, but getting your heart rate up and getting that activity level up is critical because I think we live in a society and a culture where like, we're so sedentary. We sit at our desks all day working. We are sitting on our couch all night watching TV. Our activity level for a lot of people is very low naturally. So I think we need to set specific time apart to get our cardio up.
Yeah, we want to go get a coffee. We go to, drive through. Yeah, that is so true. And we don't realize that small things that we talked last time can make the difference. But also, you need to think the cardio is going to make you like burn more calorie a day. So they're going to make your deficit not be that hard on your diet. For example, as a much more calorie you burn, you can eat a little bit more and you're going to still in a deficit. It's what is going to bring you to lose weight, right? We're going to make you to lose weight and get your results.
Meaning, let's paint the picture. Like if you're eating 2,000 calories a day and you do cardio and you burn, let's say 400 calories. Well, you can maybe eat a couple extra 100 calories to be in a deficit, right? So you're still can eat 200 calories more, but be at a 200 calorie deficit because you've burned 400 calories in cardio.
Exactly. And that is the first thing. The second thing, you're gonna do exercise for your heart.
Yeah.
So sometimes you have a hard time to talk and speak and breathe at the same time. Or the simple activity in your life because you're not doing nothing. Mm-hmm. Your heart is there like, please give me some attention. I want to work better, but you need to take care of me.
Yeah.
Even for who is lifting weight, you need to do cardio because sometimes your body can take more weight, but your heart say like, bye. Mm-hmm. You don't do nothing to me. Now you want to expect me to be here for you? No.
Yeah.
So let's say that cardio is going to make you eat a little bit more and also is a health benefit for yourself in the general.
Yeah.
So you need to look like, okay, I'm getting my goals to lose weight and also my body going to function better. Mm-hmm. And again, that is so important. We just realize how important our health is when we don't have it.
100%.
So don't wait to get to the point to remember that you could, but you didn't. Now you cannot. So even we are basically talking about lose weight, the health always going to be
the most important. It is trumps everything else.
Yeah. And be health going to make you look good. So
yeah,
it's a win-win.
That's exactly. And also, I mean, let's be honest. If you're like you mentioned your friend or somebody who was like wide awake at 10:30, if your body is active, if you are exercising, that's going to help burn some of that energy, right? It's going to help you sleep better.
I'm going to put it that way. Friday this week, I was so tired. I couldn't lift weight. I couldn't because I still need 2 sessions to clients after my workout session. So I know that I put it like, and when I start to lift, I go hard. I cannot like dose.
There's no middle.
No, after 5 minutes, I'm like, oh, who I started here? But after that, I'm destroyed. So what I didn't cardio. Because not only because it was a good idea about lose some calorie, but because I need the energize from the cardio to have my next 2 clients. So it is the benefit that you feel after you do that is going to make you enjoy the process more.
Yeah.
Because you are getting results and feeling better. And that is magic. It's what I have to say. After my cardio was like killing people at the gym. He's screaming, bora, bora, and, ready for more clients. So what I have to say is do it.
Yeah. And I think we talk about this all the time. Like, nobody ever wants to do cardio.
No.
And no, I am sure, if you love doing cardio, let us know below because we'd like to know exactly what you're doing or how crazy you are. Because cardio is one of those things that could be boring. I mean, we try to make it fun, but it's just like this endurance, activity. But the reason why we do it is because of the way we feel afterwards.
Yeah.
It's what keeps us coming back to doing it, and of course the look, the aesthetics is the benefit of that. But like the way that we feel, we know it's good for us. Those endorphins afterwards, the energy it gives us, that makes us coming back.
I like to say, may you start because you want to look good, but you're just going to stay because you love the way that you feel.
Exactly.
That is the truth.
100%.
And also, if you never get the endorphins from your workout, your cardio, is something wrong. Remember, when you're doing, your mind need to be there. Your mind cannot be outside. Otherwise, you're not gonna disconnect it and connect it with yourself. So if you're gonna watch something, watch, but do intense your cardio. Feel it. If you go lift weight, don't go your text message. Don't look around. Be present in the moment. That's gonna make you getting the endorphin that you needed from the workout or the cardio, whatever you're doing. So it's so important. Sometimes we just do it and
go through the motions.
No.
Yeah.
Feeling it.
Exactly.
It's your time.
Well, and that leads us to our 5th and last point is weightlifting.
Yeah.
Huge benefits to weightlifting.
Yes. We put a cardio before, assuming that most of people who is listen to us is beginning or looking for, a way to start. So cardio is easy because you can dance, you can swim, you can walk your dog, you can run it, you can do a bike at home, whatever. Lift weights, you need to make the next step. It's going to the gym, understand what you're doing. Otherwise, you're not going to enjoy it. So if you never did it, I highly recommend a personal trainer. Or if I cannot afford a personal trainer, go to YouTube and watch videos, because lift weight is only good thing when you know what you're doing. Otherwise, it's overwhelming, it's boring, and you can get hurt. So I really think you should make this step, but know what you're doing there. Otherwise, is the benefit can hurt you. But anyway, why lift weight? It's so important. When we lift weight, we lose weight. We lose a calorie. Let's put it away. When we lift weight, we burn a calorie during the moment and after the moment. What I mean, we're gonna burn 200 calories during a workout, and during the day, your muscle is gonna need energy. What energy is? Calorie. Your body gonna need energy to recover the fibers that you broke the muscle at the gym. So that gonna make you burn double calorie. And it's everything that we wanted is burning more calories so we can eat more. And also, we need to have our metabolism working in order to lose weight. What that mean? If you don't have much muscle, if you don't feed your body right, and you are feeling that it's hard to lose weight, even after you start to do all the steps, you need to understand that your body gonna need to take a little while to put your metabolism where they should be. Because we sometimes we do so many things that make our metabolism going slow, and it's not like 1 week.
We'll restore it back to normal. It takes time.
Takes time.
It takes time for your metabolism to know where it should be.
Yeah.
Because it's been running the ground for so long with all these habits that are not helping it, that it needs to figure out where it's going to be stable.
And in order to speed up your metabolism, you need to have more muscles. You need to, even eating. People don't understand. We burn a calorie when we eating. So if you're gonna eat everything in one meal, it's not smart. You are giving a lot of to your body at once. Most is gonna go to stock because you cannot process. It's hard to process. It's hard to digest it. And sometimes you're gonna only slow down even more your metabolism. If you put 1,000 calories, no, it's a process. So if you want to speed up your metabolism, doing all these steps plus lift weight is a huge benefit. Not only for the calorie that you're gonna burn it during and after, but also, building some muscle. You're gonna look better tones, and your metabolism is the best thing to speed up your metabolism.
Yeah, I think that when we talk about, I think a lot of women especially want, have this idea of this physique that they want, and they tend to default to low calories. Let's cut, which, like you mentioned, you go too low in calories, your metabolism slows down immensely. So what's the point? You're starving yourself and you're not achieving your result, But the weightlifting is what changes your body composition.
Yeah.
Right? You want to look a certain way. It's probably the weightlifting that's going to help get you there faster than anything else. Weightlifting combined with all these other things that we talked about. But when you weightlift, you can eat more because of the thermogenesis of the muscle repairing and energy that your body uses post-workout.
Let's put it that way. All these steps are important, and you can have a good, healthy body without to lift weight. But in order to have tones, to look good, to look shape, to have a leg, a glutes, and also to protect your bones, to moisturize your articulations is lifting weight. And I'm not only telling that because I love it. I'm a personal trainer. That is my passion. But if you go to a doctor and you have like any bones problem, or if you're old, they're gonna say like you should go to the gym. That is gonna help you. So if you feel like you don't like lift weight, it's because you don't know yet how to do it. So I highly recommend to find a way to learn more or have some help. That is gonna be a huge difference in your life. And as soon as you start, it's gonna not only help the whole process, but again, to bring this amazing physique. It's not only eating health, but it's everything together, and lift weight is a huge part of the process for sure.
Yeah. Well, I hope that was helpful. I hope it at least got people thinking, because it is very simple concepts, but so super effective. And I think that we hope you can dissect your lives a little bit and look at these different areas of your lives and figure out like, okay, I can maybe make a change here or there, all in an effort to feel your best, number one, and look your best, number two, comes as a result, right?
Yeah.
And I wanted to mention that we had talked about, and I talk a lot to like other people about measuring your progress. And I think most of us step on the scale on a regular basis, or at least have a scale. And that's one way that we measure progress, but it's not the most effective, right? I think that if you are looking to start a weight loss journey, or if you're in the middle of one, take progress pictures and take your measurements, because as women, like there are so many different factors that affect the number on the scale. It is not linear. It is up and down like a roller coaster. You have hormones, you have water retention, you have just all, different foods that you eat and how late you eat, how much sodium, right? Like it's just not a really good indication.
And if you are, lifting weight, eating health, you are building muscles as well.
It may go up. Yeah.
It's so hard to understand. I also think it's a good idea. You get a jeans, a clothes that you want to fit well, and get every time you go there and try the clothes again.
Yes.
And see if they start to fit better. Because it's when you really see the results. The scale is a number. If you are like overweight, they're gonna work. But you definitely gonna get to the point that you work more in your body composition. So you're losing again. But clearly, you are getting results because you see yourself, you see more muscle, you fit on the clothes that you want to better. So it's because the scale can sometimes kill your vibes.
Totally. I would much rather step on the scale and have it say nothing, but step in my skinny jeans that I haven't fit in for 2 years and then fit. Because ultimately, it's not about weight loss necessarily. No. It's about fat loss, right? If you have fat you want to lose, and your body composition, the way that you look. The scale has very little to do with it, in our opinion.
And I think like when we need to think everything that is gonna make us feel proud is welcome in the process. Everything that are gonna make us feel doubt or put us down, we need to cut off.
100%.
So if you're step on a scale and you're not seeing the numbers, put that shit out.
Yes.
Exactly. Put in the garage, give it to your husband.
Yeah.
Put it under your bed. Don't go again. Because when you feel proud of yourself, you go harder. You feel like, okay, I'm ready for the next step. I can do it. If you do things that you're gonna feel like you're not able, you doubt of yourself, the negative gonna attract the negative. Let's work with the positive.
This world, life is hard enough as it is, right? We don't need things bringing us down. If you're putting in the efforts,
the result is coming.
Exactly. 100% they're coming. So, yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know how long we spoke for.
Oh my gosh, me too. I hope you guys stay there.
I hope you're still here with us. And if you have been following us from the beginning, you'll have noticed we are in our third location for where we are filming this for YouTube. We originally started in my office, 2 different locations. We just we're not happy with the lighting, not happy
We
with
are
the setup.
Aquarius.
I know we're Aquarius, and so we want perfection. Now we are in my living room. We are comfortable.
Love it.
I hope the lighting is good. We will see once we download this. But thanks for bearing with us because I think we finally found it. I feel like this is a good space.
I feel myself 100%. And she's a way bigger than I.
Well, I download it to my computer. I see how they look.
I
but-
know. I prefer no, I'm okay. I'm okay.
I know. But anyway, we hope you found this helpful. If there's anything we left out, anything you guys feel like, hey, add this to the list, or this is what helped me, let us know. Share in the comments below. We'd all love to learn from you and something we consider for our next episode. But comment, share. It helps us a lot. Let us know your thoughts.
That's why I want to just say that we speak with our heart. So sometimes it's going to get a little longer, but it's just because we care.
And we're so passionate about it. And there's so much we want to share too. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Well, thank you guys for joining us. Until next time on our next episode of Behind the Body. Ciao.
Yeah.
Bye.